In this video, we are going to talk about the topic that is RFM. This is a topic that I genuinely love to talk about it, and I always get very excited when I'm presenting this to our customers. I'm going to explain you what it is, why it's important to your business, and we will end up with the demo of HubSpot using RFM analysis inside. Okay, so let's start by the definition. So RFM stands for recency, frequency, and monetary value. It's basically a strategy for segmenting customers based on their transaction behavior. This technique allows us to evaluate how recently a customer made a purchase, the recency, how frequently they do it, the frequency, and how much money they spend, the monetary value. The importance of this for your business is by doing this type of analysis, you start to get a better understanding of your customer, about their behavior and their engagement with your business. Also, you start to get insights about the customer's preferences, interests, and their loyalty. With this information in hand in a platform like HubSpot, it allows you to build very clear segments, groups that are basically created based on these patterns of engagement with your business. Of course, transactional behaviors. But having these groups allows you to not only do very tailored marketing campaigns, but as well highlight or trigger activities for your sales team or customer success team. As well, from a retention and churn reduction point of view, is also very interesting because RFM starts to analyzing the customers that are getting off rail, customers that used to buy regularly and they stop doing it. Acting on top of that information as it happens gives you much higher chances of reducing churn because you might identify the reason why that customer is stopping or reducing the frequency of buying products or services from your business. As well, it's important from a cross-selling and upselling point of view. Usually, by identifying the higher segments of customers, we can understand that those customers are usually frequent buyers, recent buyers, high monetary value customers, and basically what they will give you is the capability to kind of try to upsell new products or present new solutions that you're developing, because usually these type of customers are so loyal to you that allows you to try things that you wouldn't try with other segments, as well as you can do limitless amount of campaigns and sales activities. Basically, RFM creates you a data-driven decision-making process inside your company focused on transactional data. We're going to start now a quick demo on how this works inside HubSpot. We are now going to look at the demo of RFM inside HubSpot. So what we are looking here at is a record page of a company, Retail Limited. And on the left, as we usually have about the company, we have all the properties from the company that I hid because they are not relevant for the demo. And we have this RFM section that we create. So for RFM to work, we usually need to have the order data coming from the ERP into HubSpot. Usually companies or businesses that apply RFM, say they often have orders that are placed directly in the ERP. So this also gives visibility to who's managing accounts or for the marketing teams to understand what's happening from an order point of view for each customer. So while we do this integration, not only we are placing the data inside HubSpot, we do the RFM calculations. So we do the calculations for all these data points on the left, but as well, we do a product mix analysis. So you can see here the categories of products that were bought by a customer. So you can see them all here. And as you can understand clearly, gives you an extra level of segmentation, because by having this information detailed per company makes very easy for a segment to be created for instance, companies that never bought pet care from the grocery category of products. And it's very simple to identify who buys, who doesn't buy, mix that with, high value customers, customers that buy frequently. So the options that you guys have available are basically endless. Also, what we start to do is calculating some data points here that we use to kind of generate the frequency, the monetary, and the recency values. So how do they work? So I'm going to show you, for instance, the frequency score. The frequency score goes from 1 to 5. So we give 5 to the top 20% most frequent customers. So basically, we are measuring the day since the last order or deal, and basically we do this for all the companies that are subject to the RFM analysis. And then once we have this list, we organize them, and to the top 20%, we give a 5. To the next interval, that is from 21 to 40, we give 4, and so on until we give 1. The same for monetary score, and the monetary score is basically the same order. We order the customers by the total amount of money spent in your business. And the recency, again, it's done by the day since last deal. Sorry, I must have said frequency. On this, on the number of closed deals of the customer. So these three values combined create immediately a segment. So basically, there are these segments. You can have champions, you can have loyal customers, potential loyalists, recent customers, promising customers, customer needing attention, about to sleep, at risk, can't lose them, and hibernating. So each of these segments have a meaning. Basically, they are we use active lists in HubSpot. So as the customers move in terms of their scores, they go up and down, they start moving between these RFM segments, right? And this is where magic starts to happen, because as they are dynamic segments, you can be looking at changes when a customer falls into a certain segment coming from another. Like you can do lots of analysis, but starting from simple ones, for instance, I could say that the average interval between deals or between orders in these customers is usually 3 days. And if I have a data point that's showing me that 25, this is like the day since the last order is basically 25, means that there is an issue here. So this issue, once again, can be flagged and triggered and trigger some type of action. Imagine that you have a very large organization and you don't want your salespeople to be kind of floating or acting upon all the customers that have this behavior, but you might decide, okay, for the customers that have that belong to the top segments of RFM, or that have a monetary value of 5, whenever they start to fall into this, imagine the number of days since the last deal is bigger than the average interval, you might trigger an activity for your account manager, for the account manager to basically understand and reach to the customer to see what's going on, because there might be an issue. Okay, so this is one of the examples we mentioned before that is related with the reduction of the churn. As well, we can use these to imagine if it's a low-end customer, they are falling off rails, but you don't want to lose a small customer. You can nurture them, or you can add them into a specific marketing campaign that is designed to kind of try to bring those customers into life. Okay, so this is basically the examples, simple examples of what we can do with this type of data. There are other things that can be done with these RFM data inside HubSpot. One is, if you're using Marketing Hub and you have the ads, you're managing ads from inside HubSpot, you can use the segments to generate, for instance, lookalike audiences. So the top RFM segments that we have here, like the champions, the loyal customers, the potential loyalists, are possibly profiles of customers that you would like as well to target and acquire to become part of your portfolio of customers. We can also look at the other segments. Again, if I go here and I can see the customers that are needing attention, about to sleep, at risk, hibernating, the customers that we can't lose them. So when they are falling into these type of segments, we can also generate very targeted ad campaigns. Again, these campaigns can be used as well to not only for ads, but I could be running email marketing campaigns or nurture campaigns. And once again, I can automate these. For instance, if a customer moves from one segment to the other, I immediately enroll them in a campaign. I can mix that information with a certain category of products. For instance, customers that are not buying certain type of products, they can go to a different type of content. So as you can see, the options are basically endless, and you're able to create these cohorts of customers that are very, 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 very specific. Again, another example that is very good to highlight is the use cases for customer success managers. Once again, like these type of data points allows HubSpot to kind of, when we are talking about high value customers, target them that something is about to happen so they can act. They can be enrolled once again into a campaign, as I mentioned before. So allows you to act before a customer actually is churning. So as you can see, this is very powerful. Gives you lots of capabilities, like this generation of cohorts is very powerful. And basically using HubSpot as a very customizable platform gives us endless options and opportunities to kind of apply this data into the benefit of your business. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message on LinkedIn. For more resources, visit our website. See you in the next video.